All right, hey guys, welcome back to another solo Sunday. Today we're going to be playing a solo playthrough of Expeditions, the sequel to Scythe. It's like a tableau building game, and we're going to be doing the solo mode. We're going against level 2 Otama, and we've got to decide who goes first. The Otama is going to be the black and blue, while we're the white. We're the lumberjack. Kind of maybe get like a closer look. So we've got these saws here. We can do, let's determine who goes first and we'll kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a token from the bag and look at its number value. I'm 5, so we'll pull 1 for the Otama, and whoever has a higher value will go first. And they got a 4, so we'll go first. So I'll explain. Okay, so basically on our turn we're going to get to do 3 different things. 2 of 3 different things with the exception of right now. And anytime we refresh, which is we can move, we can play, and we can gather. So moving would be taking our mech and moving it 1 to 3 spaces away. If we move, we can't move back to the space that we started on. Play is to play a card from our hand, which is to the left side of our board. And then gather is to take the resource or action that is on the tile that we're on. If we land on one of these tiles up here from the central and north side of the board, we stop our movement and reveal that tile and take the map token. Our hand, so we start the game with 2 cards in our hand, a character and a companion. We're using Vesna. So when we play her, she gives us 1 guile, which we track here. And if we have a star, or like is it a glory? There's so much terminology, it's hard to keep track. Yeah, it's a glory. If we have 1 glory, we'll get an additional power, and we have 2 glory, we'll get 2 guile and a power. And then when you play her, you gain a face-up item. If you play a blue worker on her, you gain a face-up item or solve. We'll talk about solving, but solving is how we do quests. And then our companion, which is Volton, and Volton has to go with Vesna because they share the same value there. So he gives us 1 power, but if we have a glory or 2, we'll get 1 or 2 guile respectively. We can play him to activate an adjacent face-up ability, face-up card's ability, or vanquish. And vanquish is how we're going to end up getting corruption off the board. So we'll kind of talk about that here in a bit. So yeah, and then like I said, gather, does all that stuff. I'll show the cards as we go when we're playing stuff, but let's just hop into it here. So, to start the game off, I kind of want... Are there any item cards that are face up? There's 1 item card face up, so it might behoove us to get that item, which may give us a direction to go. The game ends once we have all 4 of our glory tokens on the score track, or the Otama gets 8. And then once whoever does that, we trigger the final round, and each player gets 1 more turn. And then we get points based on how much money we have, how many glory we've played relative to how many quests we've done, corruption, and we get 2 points for corruption and a point for the items that we have, what is the word? Upgraded. So we'll go into that. So first we're going to move, and we're going to move to here, and then we're going to gather, and we're going to get a blue worker. And that blue worker is going to go to our board. Then we're going to play, and we're going to play Vesna. So she's going to go to the right of our board. And when we play her, we're going to gain a guile. And then we're going to play the blue worker on her. And that's going to let us gain a face-up item, which we're going to get Amulet of Bravado. So when we play this item, we get a guile. And then when we play a yellow worker, we'll gain a power. And then also, whenever you have 10 power, you may decrease your power to 3 to gain $3. And at the end of the game, when we've upgraded it, we'll get 2 coins at the end of the game. When you get a card, when you gain a card, instead of it going to your hand, it has to go to your active row. So I'm just going to set it there, and then we're going to replace this immediately. And I see another item there. So that may be one of the things we focus on this game. We can only ever upgrade 4 items, so we're going to keep track of that. All right, so the Otama, the way they start off, they take 2 of their cards and set them aside. We're going to not deal with them, and then we're going to do their first turn. We're going to move this cube over. This cube is going to track their glory. They're going to then move their blue. They're going to do the action here, which is sweep, which means that they're going to remove any adjacent cards to their mech. So they only have 1. Then if they have 3 glory, they're going to move and take a map token. but they don't, so they're just going to move the blue mech one space. So they're going to move it once. And then the black mech, same kind of deal. Uh-oh. Same sort of deal here. They are going to do this action if they have 4, but they don't have it, so they're going to move twice. So 1, 2. And that's pretty much it. Pretty straightforward there. So our turn again. So now we're going to cover up one of these 3 spaces. Whatever space we cover up, we cannot do. So let's go ahead, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to not do the play action, and we're going to move here and gather a red worker. And that's our turn. So now we'll go to the Automa's turn. They're going to move the blue mech, and then they're going to move the black mech. So move 1, move 1. We can't move on a space where somebody exists, so we have to just kind of deal with that. And I think now what we're going to do is we're going to not do the move action, but we're going to do play, and we're going to play Volton. And we're going to play it's going to give us a power. Then we're going to use our worker and activate activate an adjacent face-up card's ability. It says if you have no corruption, gain 2 guile, otherwise gain 2 power, or this ability is pay a power and a guile to gain a top corruption at your location if it's 3 or 4. We're not going to be able to do that because we don't have it, so we'll do this. And since we have no corruption, we're going to gain 2 guile. And then we're going to gather here, and I'm going to get a green worker, kind of diversify a bit. Automa's turn. They're going to gain a glory here, so we're just going to set that on the board. Then they're going to sweep. The blue one will sweep, which those are the adjacent items there, or adjacent cards there. And then he will move 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3, and then he'll move 3 spaces, 1, 2, 3. And when they go to the end here, they just wrap around back to where they started. Okay, so there's not really much we can do. We probably can move and gather, which may be what I do. So actually, let's do that. We're going to move. We're going to gather a yellow worker. We're going to end our turn there. The Automa's turn. They're going to move this down, and they're going to move 2 spaces. 1, 2. He's going to sweep, so this one gets swept. And then he's going to move 1, 2, 3. I'll bring this up once they do an action, but for now, they're not going to do an action. So now in our turn, we can't really play anything. We're going to refresh. So refreshing will put us here, which means we take all of our workers, put them back on our board, and then take all our cards and put them back in our hand. And then that'll be that. So the next round, we'll be able to do all 3 actions again. Okay, they're going to move down 1 here. Again, they're just going to move because they don't have enough glory, and then they're just going to move. So we've got that and we've got that. Now it's our go. So we get to do 3. We get to do all 3 actions. This one will let us take 1 face-up card. This will let us activate an adjacent ability. This lets us draw 2 cards off the top of the deck and keep 1. And this lets us draw the top card of the deck and rescue 1 of our cards, which is take it from the active area and put it back in our hand. Vanquish, and let's see, what do I want? Is there any... So the quests have to be solved in the space that is denoted on their card. So like this needs to go to an 8 and this needs to go to a 12, which are going to be the middle spaces. I think what I want to do is we're going to move, and I'm going to go 1, 2, and when we go here, we're going to stop. We're going to take that map, flip this over. Then we're going to draw corruption tokens and place 5 or more value worth in that right-hand space. So there's a 3, so we got to keep going. And there's a 5. Okay. We are then going to gather, so give us 2 guile, and then we're going to play a card. And unfortunately, I won't be able to vanquish any of this stuff. We'll play Amulet of Bravado. We'll gain a guile, and then we'll play our yellow worker to gain a power. And then if we have 3 power, we can decrease it to 3. 10 power, we can decrease to 3 to gain $3. Okay. The Automa's turn here. They are going to sweep and move 2 spaces. And then he's going to move 3, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. Oh, let's see, what do we want to do? I think we're gonna want to move. So we're gonna move to this spot. We'll reveal this token, this tile. We are going to look for corruption. Oh, there's just 5 there. And then we're going to play, and we're going to play Volton to gain the power. And we will play our red worker to activate an adjacent card. Huh. So we could play this one to gain a guile or gain an adjacent face-up meteorite. Do I not have one of those? I don't. But I kind of want that quest card. Whenever you gain a card, you may pay that to gain $1. Actually, let's activate this. When we activate this... Oh, do I want to do that, though? I'll just take the guile. Well, because I don't know if I get this ability, too. I would think I do. Which we'll do that, and then we can gain any one face-up card, which will let us gain this. So if we activate this card, whenever we gain a card, we could pay one of those to gain $1, and then will let us gain a card. So I think we're going to do that. So I'll pay one each to gain $1, which is, again, a victory point. And then we're going to gain a card, face-up card. That's what that means. We're going to gain Interrogate Meteorite Eyewitnesses. It's a quest that needs to be solved on space 2, and we need to pay a power to get a guile. And then if we play the card, play a yellow worker, gain a guile or gain an adjacent face-up meteorite. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. It's the Otama's turn. Okay, so this is actually, they're actually going to do something here. So they're going to move, the blue one 3 spaces, but then they're going to flip over a tile where the black one is. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then he will go to the close. When they have to reveal a map, they'll do the closest one they can within range. And so the closest one is the one that they're on. And so that is now revealed. They're going to keep that map token, and we're going to unveil corruption for that spot. There's a 5. We're just getting orange corruption. There's blue corruption here. Nope, those are just orange. I promise, there are blue corruption tokens. There they are, see? This corruption token is a special one that requires that there's a special space for it, so it's set aside till we reveal that space. Okay. We could solve a quest, but I have to get back to the spot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's actually do that. So we're going to go 1. Oh, no, I have to pick what I'm going to do. And I can't because I've got gather or move. So we're going to move and go 1, 2, 2, 3. I'm going to look at the top 2 cards of the deck. And we're going to keep Brave the Eerie Tunnel. So it's a quest. Sort your locations, corruptions, and then into any order, and then you may vanquish, which is pretty awesome, actually. Okay. The Otama's turn. They're going to move 2 spaces and then 1 space. Okay. Now we're going to do this. We're going to go 1, 2. I'm going to play Vesna, gain my guile, and then we're going to do this and solve. Solve is doing a quest. So when we do that, we're going to solve this, interrogate meteor eyewitnesses. It's going to go above our player board. We're going to pay a power to gain a guile. That's to satisfy it. And it's on location number 2, which is where we're at. It's going to go above our player board here. And then we're going to gain the core value of all our quests that we've completed. So the core value is this guile there. Okay. The bot's turn. They're going to move over and gain an additional glory there. So they're at 2. Now he would vanquish, but he's not able to because no tiles are available for him to vanquish. So he's going to move down 1, 2, 3. And then, however, the black one will vanquish, and they'll vanquish within range. So they'll move to the spot that's within range, which is this one, and they'll vanquish. In this case, they'll vanquish 1. So he'll take that token, and that's off. Once that spot's been revealed, we can use that spot to do things. But in the meantime, while there's stuff there, we can't. So we're going to do refresh. Take my stuff back and move my cards over. It's going to be the bot's turn again. They're going to move this down. It's going to move 3, 1, 2, 3, and then he'll go 1, 2. Okay, so we've got a couple options here. The thing is all the corruption tokens are orange, and I don't have enough power to deal with it. Let's play. We're gonna move. But what do I want? Got one of every color. There an item card that we can get? Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna first off we're gonna move, and I'm gonna go 1, 2. We're gonna gain the 2 guile. Oh no, I don't want to do that. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll reveal this one. Now this may change what we do actually, depending on what comes out. Oh, there's a 5. Never mind. This symbol here lets us play one card from play a card from your hand and gain its core value. So we can actually play 2 cards basically. We're gonna play a card. We're gonna play Vesna here. We're gonna increase our guile, and then we're gonna gain a face-up item card. We're gonna get this Parasite Gauntlet. So if you play a yellow worker, you gain a face-up card, and whenever you gain a card, you may pay a guile and a power to gain $1. Replace that there. We can play another card because of the gather action. So what do we want to play? Yeah, it's not going to really matter. We'll play Brave the Eerie Tunnel to gain the power. Okay, I think that's all we're going to do. So this will move down. They are going to move 1, and then he's going to move 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to do the move and play action. So we're going to move to this spot, and then we're going to play Volton here. We're going to gain a power, and then we're going to play our red worker, and we're going to spend our 3 power to vanquish. So we're going to take this spot. We're going to get that for end game scoring. And then it says if this vanquishes removes the location's final corruption, you may gain the revealed benefit, which lets us upgrade. So we can upgrade something for free. And I think what we're going to want to do is upgrade our Amulet of Bravado. So it's going to tuck here. So for the rest of the game, whenever we can do this ability, if we have 10 power, we can decrease it to 3 to get $3. Okay. And then the last card for the Automa. They're going to move 1, 2, and then this is going to have him reveal another map token, and it's the one he's on. Okay, can I get some blue corruption? And the answer is no, I can't. Okay, that's a lot of corruption too. Okay. So one of the things that we need to be able to put some glory down here is we need 5 map tokens. We already have 3, or 7 workers. We have 4, so we're kind of halfway to both of those. We need 8 cards in our control. We have 4 because once they're upgraded or tucked in any kind of way, they're not out of our control. So we're halfway to that. We need 4 quests. We have 1. We need 4 upgrades, and we have 1. So we've kind of got those. I think we'll end up doing one of these first. But we're going to need to remove the corruption from that spot in order to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just do our move action and our gather action. And let's go 1, 2, and we'll flip this to gather, which will gather us a purple worker. Because that's the one that's available. But we're going to actually do this too. Okay, can I get a blue, please? Oh, there's a blue. There's another blue. Okay, we can deal with that fairly easily. Okay. Now the Automa's deck is, we have to shuffle it, so we're going to shuffle the whole deck. Again, remove both of the, we're going to remove 2 cards. I'll just put them down here. And we're going to flip over. They're going to move their marker over. They're going to go 1, 2, and then they do have 2 stars. So first he's going to sweep, so he's going to take care of those. And then he'll move to this map spot and reveal it. And that spot gives 2 power, which is something that would have come in handy a little bit ago. Oh, that's me. Never mind. I lied. He's back here, so that's not within range, so he'll just move 3. 1, 2, 3. So I actually removed the wrong 2 cards. He would remove all of these. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're going to refresh, I think. I mean, I could move there. I know what it is. But I wouldn't do it because I can't play anything else. So we're going to refresh. And then he'll go. He's going to get his third glory there. And here we go. Now the top spot's going to start revealing stuff. So he's going to sweep. This will get revealed. And this requires 8 value worth of corruption. And then this will move 3. And he skips over us. So 1, 2, 3. So let's put the corruption out up there. There is a 4. A 5. That'll give us at least 8. All right. So when we vanquish, we can vanquish more than one at a time. So we're going to go ahead and play Volton. We're going to get our power, and we're going to vanquish here. So we're going to vanquish twice by spending 7 of our guile. So it'll put us from 9 to 2. And then we're going to get to do the location benefit, but we don't have a meteorite to meld. So I guess that was for naught, but that works out okay. Now we played a card. We're going to move here to reveal this. And then we're going to gather. That's a 5. Okay, and then we're going to gather and gain 2 power. Okay. The Otama's turn. They're going to move over. They're just going to move 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to sweep, but then he does not have any more map tokens to get because this whole space has been done up. So he's just going to move. I need to get down to the other part of the board. So let's do this. We are going to go ahead and we're going to do move and play. We're going to play this Parasite Gauntlet. We're going to gain a Guile. Then we're going to play a red yellow worker, and we can gain a card. So let's gain this Cure of the Whale Parasites. It's a quest. It's going to cost 2 Guile, and then we can gain a corruption from the bag and a coin. And then when we play the card, we can gain the top corruption at the location if it's a 2 or 3. If we pay a Guile and a Guile and a power, we're going to gain that card. When we gain that card, we can spend 1 of each for this ability to gain $1. So I'm going to gain a coin here, and then we're going to move, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 for my movement. All right, we're going to move this cube down. They still only have 3, so he's just going to move 1, and then he's going to move 1, 2, 3. Okay, we are going to move and gather. So we're going to... what do I want to do first? We're going to move 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to gather by getting 1 of each. The bot's turn. They're not going to move the cube. They are going to... He is going to come over here because he's within range, and he's going to vanquish. He's going to take those 2. And then he's just going to move 1. He'll skip me and go here. And I don't have enough to vanquish that. And I won't have enough to vanquish that. So I think I'm going to recall, or I'm going to refresh. So we're going to take all these cards back. Or no, actually, we're not going to do that. I lied. We are going to play and gather. We're going to play a Brave the Eerie Tunnel, and we're going to gain a power, and then we're going to get a power and a Guile. There we go. Okay, we're going to move the cube down. Now, we haven't put up anything on the board yet, but we're going to. We're going to move him 3 because he doesn't have 7. So 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to move 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to refresh. Bot's turn. They're going to move over and gain their 4th glory here. He is going to reveal this spot. Oh, there's another spot to boast, which is the boasting action is the action we need to place our glory. So there's a 3. There's a 5. And then he is going to go here, and he's going to vanquish and get rid of that. And you can tell those are the actions that we just did. So. Okay, we're going to try to deal with this here. So I think can I even do anything? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to play Volton. He's going to give us a power, putting us at 6. We're going to play a red worker on him. We're going to activate, we're going to vanquish, so we're going to spend our power and get rid of that token. And then we can activate the space revealed, which is boast. So we can, if we fulfilled one of these options, we can place a token there. So we have 5 map tokens, so we're going to place it here. So this will score us currently at the end of the game 6 points. But if we get 2 or 3 or more, if we get two quests complete, then these are worth 8 points. And if we get 3 or 4 quests complete, they're worth 10. So it kind of behooves us to complete those quests. And in fact, we're on a space to complete a quest. So we're probably going to do that here next turn. Okay. We'll move this cube down, and he is going to vanquish. So one of these will go away, and then he's going to move to a spot and vanquish. So, and remember, those are 2 points for the bot at the end of the game. So we kind of don't necessarily want him to have those. Okay, we are going to do play and gather. So to play a card, we're going to play... Wait, is that what I want to do? That's fine. We're going to play a card, and in doing so, we're going to gain that, but because we have a glory here, we're going to get also a power. Then we're going to play this and solve a card, and we're going to solve the Cure the Whale Parasites. So we're going to spend 2 Guile for that. It's going to go up here. We're going to get our core benefits. We're going to get the Guile right back. We're going to take a corruption token from the bag, which is a 5 there. And then we're going to gain a coin. So it's going to put us at 3 total. Okay. And now if we get 2 more corruptions, we can fulfill that option there. So that wouldn't be too bad. We can kind of aim for that. We'll move this down. They have 4, so he's going to move 2 spaces, and then he's going to move 2 spaces. Oh, that's me. He's going to move 2 spaces. Okay. What do we want to do now? So we'll likely get the corruption, but we have to build up a little bit more on that. So I think what we may want to do is we're going to move, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. We're then going to look at the top 2 cards of the deck. Ooh. This one will be easy. We're going to get Save the Lost Lumberjack. So it's going to be play a yellow worker, gain a Guile, and rescue a card. But if we complete the quest, we'll pay a Guile to rescue a card. And that's a 4 spot, so that's right there. So that'll be pretty straightforward. Okay, blue will sweep. And then he will unveil this. Those map tokens are worth 1 point to him at the end of the game. Or her. I guess it's a she. Okay. There's 3. There's 3. Uh-oh. And there's 4. Okay. And then he will remove... That one will remove that corruption. Okay. What do we want to do? I could get this item upgraded, which wouldn't be too bad. It's something I need to do anyway, but I can't move and play. Or I can only move and play. I can't move and gather. So let's go ahead and... Are there any other quests? That's 16. 16 is not available. But there's 4 and that's 6. So we could do either one of those, actually. Actually, that might not be too bad. So let's move and play. We're going to move here, and we're going to play Brave the Eerie Tunnel. And we're going to get a power. We're going to end our turn. We're going to move this down here. They're going to pull 1 corruption token off of that, and he'll move 1, 2, 3. We're then going to do play and gather, and we're going to gather first. We're going to take the top card of this deck, which is save a captive from a dark ritual. But then we're going to rescue a card, which means we're going to take one of our active cards and put it back into our hand and take any workers associated with them and put them back in our supply. So we're going to do that with Vesna here. Okay. Oh, that's kind of messed me up, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to move this down. They're going to gain their 5th glory. He's going to take both of these, so these are gone now, and then he'll just move twice. Okay, that didn't work quite the way that I was wanting, but we may be still able to work it out. We're going to move. Yeah, we're good. We're going to move, and we're going to play. So we're going to play Vesna here. We'll get our power and our guile. Then we're going to play our blue worker and solve, and we're going to solve. We're on force. We're going to solve save the lost lumberjack. So it's going to go here. We're going to have to pay a we're going to pay a guile to rescue a card, and then we're going to gain 3 guile. So 1, 2, 3. What do we want to rescue? I guess I'll rescue Vesna because there's nothing telling me that I can't. So we're gonna rescue Vesna because we're gonna get that other quest out. Oh, but it won't matter to do that because we're gonna have to take 2 turns to do it anyway. So is there anything more interesting? Okay, we'll take that. Okay, so we'll shuffle this up. So we're poised to do some stuff here. So I got to just we need 2 more corruption, we need 1 more quest, and then we're kind of set up with something else here in a bit. So we're going to move our 2 cards. We'll flip over the first card for the Otama. They're going to move down 1. He's going to move 1, 2, and then he's going to sweep and move 1, 2, 3. We are going to play a card. First we're going to gather. So we're going to get a red worker. Then we're going to play a card, which is this save a captive from a dark ritual. To play this, we're going to gain a power and then rescue another card. If it had a worker on it, we're going to gain a power and a guile. So we're going to do that. We're going to rescue a card. We're going to rescue this Vesna card. And then we're going to get a power and a guile for that, which is great. The bot's turn. They're going to move this down. This is going to be within range because it's 3 away. So 1, 2, 3. Going to take that, which is also another bow spot for us. And then this is going to move 3. Our turn, we're going to do a play and a move action. And we're going to move on to 6. And we're going to play Vesna again. And we're going to gain our guile and our power. And then we're going to solve. And we're going to solve this quest here. This Brave the Eerie Tunnel. We're going to spend a power to do that. We're going to gain a power and 3 guile, but the guile are wasted. We're going to get to take an adjacent. We're going to get to take this action here. This action here, which is gain 1 benefit from adjacent location. And we'll just do this. We'll just draw 2 cards and keep 1. We're going to keep Ether Converter. So this is an item. Meld it once per turn. If you meld a card, you may gain its core value or activate its ability. And it gives us a guile. Okay. So I need to make my way up to a spot to turn in some of this stuff. Okay, so we're going to move that down. They're going to move 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to move 1, 2. Can I get up there easily? 1, 2, 3 will get me here. And that'll let me activate an adjacent card. Or lets me take an adjacent card. Yeah. So we're going to do play. Or we're gonna cover play and do move and gather. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. This will let us, we're going to do that and take an adjacent card. And that adjacent card will be this portal orb. It gives us a power, and then whenever you gain a map, gain $1 if your location is odd, and $2 if it's even. Gain $1 if your location's odd, and if it's even, gain $2. I mostly wanted it because it was an item. Okay. The bot's turn. They're going to gain corruption, but there isn't any, so they're going to move 2 spaces. And then this will move 1 space. Ooh. I need to gather at that space and not play a card. But you know what? That's fine. We're gonna move. We're gonna move here, and then we're gonna play. We're gonna gain that, but that's not gonna do anything. And then we're gonna play our worker, and gain a card, and we can pay, and we can gain any card here. Let's gain this Deceptor Crystal. We play a yellow card whenever you gain, whenever you gather. You may pay Guile to include a benefit covered by corruption on your location. So that's kind of interesting. But we're gonna get that card here. And then because we gained a card, we're going to pay 1 of each to get a $1 there. Okay. Then the bot's turn. They're going to move over and gather a 6th one of these. They would take the 20, but it's not been revealed yet, so they're going to ignore that and move 3 spaces. Oh, that's me. Never mind. 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to sweep, which would be the card here. So that card's gone. And move a space. So we are going to play and gather, and I have nothing to play, which I don't think that should stop us. Because we have to do it if we can, but I don't think anything's going to... If we can't do it, I don't think... I don't know if anything makes us play, because if not, I want to stay there so I can do the thing. Okay, so if I take I have to refresh. So I have to refresh. So we're going to refresh. We're going to gain all these back. That's fine. That kind of messed me up, but that's okay. Okay, the bot's turn. They're going to move this down here. Uh-oh, they're getting close, so we need to kind of figure something out here. There's no corruption for him to gather. There's no corruption for them to gather because it's not in range. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Okay, it's our go now, and I need to be on that spot, so I kind of messed myself up because I need to move. And I can't move back to the spot that I was at. But that's okay, because we're going to start working on some items here. So, we're going to move here. I'm going to play... Oh, I can't move here. Never mind, I lied. There's a guy there. I guess we're going to move here. And then we'll gather and get 2 points. So I'm going to swap this 3 for a 5. And then we're going to play. And we're going to play Volton, who's going to give us a power and a guile. We're going to place our red worker to vanquish. And I'm going to spend 4 to get rid of this. And 3 to get rid of this. And I don't have enough to do any more. So that's all we're going to do. Play another card from here. They will gain their 7th token there. He cannot vanquish anything, So we're going to just do the movement. And he's on the spot that I need him to be. Oh my gosh. And this is 4 spots away. Oh man. Okay, I just have to rely on him moving. That's okay. We're just gonna play and gather. So we're gonna gather. We're gonna gain 2 money again. So I'm gonna turn this 1 in for a 3. And then what are we gonna play here? We're going to play this, which will give us a power, and then we're going to play a red worker on him to rescue another card. If it had a worker, we'll gain a power and a guile. So we're going to get that card back and move those up. And we can uncover that. Okay. The bot's not going to do anything. They're just going to sweep here, which is fine. I'm kind of salty about him taking my spot, but we'll get that spot next. And then move 2 spaces, 1, 2, and then he would vanquish 1 there. Okay, now we're going to move and gather. So we're going to move here and gather. On this spot, we have 7 corruption, so we're going to place that there. How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we need another card. Okay, bot's turn. They're going to move over. Uh-oh. They're going to move 1, 2, 3. It's too far, so he's just going to move 1, 2, 3. He can't do that, and he'll move twice. I'm going to play and gather. We're going to gather. We're going to play this out on our quest, because we have 4 quests. And then we're going to play... And what do we want to play? We're going to play this to gain... We're going to play a Parasitic Gauntlet to gain the Guile. Then we're going to play the yellow card. We're going to gain a face-up card and pay 1 of each to get $1. So the face-up card we're going to get doesn't even matter. We're going to get this. The reason is because now we have 8 cards under our control. So if we can somehow stay here or do something about that, we can... and we're not going to be able to. So the 8th one's going to come out for him. He's going to move here and take this. And this one's going to go 1, 2, 3. So there's nothing I can do to get the last boast, which is 10 points we're going to miss out on. Because I have to move this turn. And this is too far away for me to do anything. So what can I do to get some points right now? Can't vanquish. I can move a spot and vanquish maybe. Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. Maybe just gather some points that way. So we're going to move and gather. So we're going to move to this spot. Oh, and that's the 20 spot. So it's not going to... Or move and play. That's the 20 spot. So we're not going to be able to do with that. We won't be able to vanquish that, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do. That's going to get us any points. I mean, we could... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, activating a card's adjacent face-up ability. Oh. Oh, I kind of freaked here for a moment because I was like, oh, maybe we could do something, but it's adjacent ability, not... it's not an adjacent space. Gain a face-up card, and whenever you gather, you can pay corruption. Oh, that would have been beneficial too. Yeah, I'm kind of just SOL on any of this stuff. Oh. This is an item. Can I meld anything? No, I don't have anything to meld. Gosh darn it. Let's do this. We'll just play, Portal Orb, and we are going to put a red worker, or purple worker on it, and let's gain a map token, and if we gain a map token, gain $1 if your location number is odd, or gain $2 if it's even. We're on 20, so it's even. So we're going to gain $2. So I'll trade this 1 in for a 3. The bot's going to take the last turn. They're going to move once. Oh, they're going to move here and reveal this space, which gave him a point, basically. And he will move one space. And I'm not going to bother putting the corruption there because it doesn't matter at this point. Or I guess I can. Okay. All right, so that's the end of the game. Let's see how we did. So let's count the Otama first. So the Otama's going to do this. We're going to score 1 point for every map tile, 2 points for corruption, and 4 points for every glory. So let's see what they scored. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33. And then 33 plus 28, because there's 4 for that. 33 plus 28 is 60, 61? 61. Okay, so the score to beat is 61. Yeah. Wait a minute. Is that right? 33 plus 28 is 71. No. Can I not do math? Yeah, it's 61. Because 33, if you take 2 away and give it to the 28, it's 30 and 31, 61. Okay, 61. Okay, 61. So now we're going to count up all our stuff. We first off get our points here. So we have right now 11. We're then going to get 10 points because we have at least 3 quests complete. So we're going to get 10 points for each one of these. So that's 30. We are then going to get the points for our completed items. And this is 2. Or our upgraded items. That's 2 points there. I'm going to upgrade this 3 into a 5. And then finally, we're going to get 2 points for each of our corruption, which is 14. I don't think we won. Oh, that's what I need. Okay, so let's kind of consolidate some of this stuff. So this is going to be a 20. That's going to be a 10. And that's 7. So we got 57. So 57 to 61. Oh, I got kind of blocked. If I had just gotten this other one out, if we had just gotten this out for having 8 cards, we would have won. That was the make or break. So I kind of failed there. I'm focusing on that. But that shows you how the game is played. There are 5 of these mech mats, so you can change it up. And then there are 6 pairs of the starter cards, so you can kind of switch up how they can give you a bit of a direction. We'd ended up not going in the direction of items, but that's what I kind of thought we were going to do at the beginning, but it didn't work out. Oh, I didn't even pay attention to my ability. Whenever you vanquish, reduce the cost of the first corruption of each color by 1. I didn't even pay attention to this. What? I could have did more things. I completely missed that. Whoopsies. Oh well. Anyway, and that's the level 2. So there are 5 levels to Otama. So that's level 2. So basically the different levels speed up how quick, like you have less turns essentially per level. So the Otama is super easy to manage. Very, very easy to manage. But anyway, that's going to be a playthrough for today. Thank you guys so much for checking this game out. Let me know what you guys thought about it. If you guys have Scythe, I have Scythe as well. They're completely different games. They aesthetically is the only thing that they share. Otherwise, they're completely different games. But let me know what you guys think of it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.